Good evening. I was gonna say afternoon, but just because it's like so bright outside, I didn't know what time it was. Um, Welcome to Millville Public Schools Trivia Tuesday, and today's theme is Billboard Top 100. So this is like hits from all throughout the ages, songs that hit number one, um, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Every slide, every question today has like an adjacent song, so we'll have some background music as we traverse trivia tonight. It's going to be a blast. I'm very excited. We will open registration around the same time, like 7:25 ish. So we're here a little bit early. Um, so I just want to go through and just talk about uh, why I think music is important. Last week we did musicals, and so I talked a little bit about theater. Um, and like theater and music are not worlds apart; they're very in tandem. But music is very important because music provides an outlet for people to speak and listen and get touched in a way that is like unequivocally so grand. And even now today with modern music, it's so easy for like just information to travel. And also, there's so much cool music now, like, and it's so easy for artists to release new music and for us to like have um, just new musical experiences, like, and people can release independently, and there's like formats for that, like SoundCloud or YouTube. And it's crazy to think about like certain stars who in the past have like blown up because of YouTube specifically, or like because uh, of another, like Justin Bieber, for instance, is now this huge mega pop star, but he went famous from doing covers on YouTube. Tori Kelly did covers on YouTube before she was an American Idol. Um, Grayson Chance, Madison Beer, like it's just a bunch of up and coming artists, or even artists that you didn't know before that might have just like posted covers. I'm trying to think. Lizzo, she did covers on YouTube, playing her clarinet and also singing. Um, so it's just very cool. There's a lot of ways for us to see these artists, and a lot of ways to like engulf and engage with this media. Um, and so for tonight, we are doing Billboard Top 100, and so uh, it's just very cool to like in the top 100, like it's all about popularity and streams and playings. So it's your song, how many songs, how many times your song is played on the radio, in the airwaves, how many times it's streamed on digital platforms now, and like Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. I know I'm missing a bunch. Um, and then so it's like interesting to see. I'm not like super on the charts. Like I'm not like, okay, I know exactly what song is this, and this. Though I'm active on social media, so I kind of know if like favorite artists, people I follow are going around that like that song has a higher chance of like going number one. Because fandoms, groups of like subsets of fans for certain celebrities, they will go out there and stream a song 25 times in literally 25 minutes if they could. Multiple devices trying to rack up those streams for those artists. Um, and so uh, it's just cool to see how that's developed and how like throughout the years that's changed, and like what songs like stood the test of time back in the day and like stayed for weeks. And so like Lil Nas X broke the record for the longest time a song was in number one, and the song, the previous record holder was Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men. Uh, One Sweet. Do you remember that song, Mom? Boyz II Men and Mariah Carey, One Sweet Love or something. Do you remember the name? Nope. Um, Something like that. And they held the record for 16 weeks at number one slot. And then Louis Fonzi and Daddy Yankee and Justin Bieber, all three of them, uh, met that record in, I believe, like 2018 or 2019 when Despacito came out. Oh, I said it like a Spaniard. Despacito. Um, when that song came out, they had met that record, but they didn't break it. So technically, they shared the record, but Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men were like the Iron Champs. Um, but that song came out. Let me see. One Sweet. What was it called? One Sweet Day. Yeah, One Sweet Day. And it came out in, let's see, One Sweet Day came out in 1995. Ooh, the year I was born. 1995 in November 14th. So really close. 1 month away. Um, so from 1995 to 2019, really, that is around 20 years. It's like 25 years. 25 years they held on to that record, which is like a long time. There are also like some artists like on the charts that have had like longer records or different records. It's just very cool. Um, if you are a big data person, then you will love looking at them and seeing like how the charts develop. But if you like music, it's just cool to see your favorite artist and where they've fallen and like what songs of theirs have done the best. Um, and the songs that are on the charts, all of them are practically bangers. For you, those of you who don't know what a banger is a really great song. Um, I will get open registration for those of you guys who are here. We'll get started. Um, so for now, we'll have the Kahoot lobby music, but we will eventually get tonight's every trivia Tuesday. It's always curated by me, but this one is a little special because every question will have like a song either from the question or from like that group of artists in the playing while I'm reading the questions. So it'll be a little cool because we'll have a little bit of variety for the background music. We'll have artists from all decades, songs from all different kinds of genres, all different kinds of groups. I don't think I'll get clocked by the YouTube police. I think it'll be too quick for them to clock me. Hopefully it's under fair use because it's like not a long clip. It's like short, 30 seconds, and so hopefully they don't find me. I don't think they'll find me. Fingers crossed though. Welcome CCD, Penoir, Rob D is back with us, Braden Bach, Mary T, Zuad, Mrs. Robinson, Ryra, y'all flocking in. Chrissy, welcome. Let me know. We had the wonderful Alicia. You can just go on my Facebook and click the link. I posted it. She had asked to post a GIF of your favorite artist. Obviously, you can't post a GIF in the comment, but post in the comment section about your favorite artist or your favorite song from your favorite artist. If I had to pick a favorite artist, see, I'm like a musical theater person, so like, this is so corny. I have like favorite composers. It's so gross to say out loud. But I would have to say if picking a favorite artist, it'd have to be Sarah Bareilles. But even then, that's like not entirely. I like a lot of music. Like if you were to look at my play, like I play music from a lot of different genres. Like I stick like my main chords like pop and then pop R&B, and singer-songwritery. Outside, if I were to take away like musical theater, but I'm trying to think who would, because I mean I listen to all the major pop hits and all the major pop groups. It's tough. I really don't have. I guess the proper answer would be that I don't have a favorite artist as of now. I'm just listening to what I'm listening to, and right now I've been listening to all the remixes that have come out. So like the Say So remix, the Savage remix, Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande just released a track together called Rain on Me, which is really good. So I guess those have populated my recent listens just because they literally released them last week. One thing I do suggest is if you're on Spotify to every Friday, Spotify releases a new playlist with new music, and so me and my friends, we used to like curate playlists every week of music that we found that week, and so like New Music Fridays was a cool playlist for me to just like find new music that I liked, even if like there was only one song in that playlist that was like cool, like that's one song from a new artist that I haven't heard before, which is really cool. So I'm trying to think of. There's a wide range of questions today. The videos that are playing are like from one of the artist or the artist songs that are in the questions. However, not every video is the answer to the question. However, some videos are the answer to the question. So I don't want you to blame me if you pick the video as the answer for the question, but sometimes the video is the answer. And I know that sounds confusing, but it's one of those things where like I picked the video that I wanted to use for that question, and it might be the best song that the artist has of the options that I put. So I just don't want you guys to get confused if I put like a song from an artist. Let's say if I put Bad Romance by Lady Gaga, but the answer is Poker Face, or if I put Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood when it's supposed to be Kelly Clarkson, Since You've Been Gone. Don't want you to get confused by either of those. So sometimes it's the video, sometimes it's not. Just want you to be aware. And we'll be getting started in a couple of minutes. We got 2 more minutes till 7:30. And then we'll get started. I also have a poll at the end of the Trivia Tuesday that has some theme suggestions. So if you stick around till the end, you'll get to have some input maybe or I'll get to see what you would like to see next Trivia Tuesday. As always, if you have a suggestion, you can always find me. You can comment here, or you can find me on Facebook and send me a DM or a private message. Would love to hear your input and get you guys going. Welcome McClintock, Beautiful Eyes, Nikki, the Sloans, the Kaufman Crew, Domino, Leo Dallas. Well, thankful for having you here today, Latita. Pauly D is back with us. Chicken Nug Nugs. Chicky Nug Nugs. I'm so sorry. Yoda. Baby Yoda. And one more minute and we'll get started. I'm just gonna have some water. As always, let your friends know that if they want to join, they can join at any time. The code will just be moving to the bottom left of the screen. And we are going to get started. So, Billboard Top 100 Trivia, let's go. So question number 1. Which of the following mega hits spent the longest at the top of the Billboard Hot 100 list? Was it Mariah Carey's and Boyz II Men, One Sweet Day, Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus' Old Town Road, Louis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee's Justin Bieber's Despacito, or Whitney Houston's And I Will Always Love You? And the answer is Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus' Old Town Road. So, like I said earlier, just because the video is playing does not mean it's the answer. So I'm not trying to confuse you. Just letting you know that just because the video is playing, that's not the answer. But Biggie, Leo Dallas, and Logan Cool got that first one right. Moving on to question number 2. Which act or artist holds the record for the most number 1 hits in Billboard history? Is it Madonna, Mariah Carey, Adele, or the Beatles? And the Beatles hold the most records for the most number ones in Billboard's history. Mariah Carey is in second place, so those of you who voted for her were very close. Phoebe in first, AB Apple in second, Biggie, Leo Dallas, and the Sloans in the following places. Question number 3. Which artist holds the record for the most top 10 hits during her entire career? Um, is it... I hope... I'm only quiet because I'm like looking at this question. I gave you a hint, but I hope I didn't confuse myself. The code, if you're wondering, I'll post it for you. It is right here. Madonna holds the most records for the most top 10 hits during her career. You can find these numbers. Let me see if I can find that for you really quick. Madonna. She has 38 top 10 singles that she's spanned out through her career. Tied with her is Drake. Presumably Drake will beat her record, but as for now, she is the original. Phoebe in second, the Sloans in second, Mary T, Rob, Dean, then Biggie. Question number 4. Which artist or group boasts the most appearances on the Hot 100 chart? Is it the Beatles, Lil Wayne, the Glee cast, or Madonna? I love Glee. They might be rebooting it soon for all you Gleeks out there. And the Glee cast actually has the most appearances on the Hot 100 chart. They've charted on the... They've charted a bunch of times out of these people. They've charted, I believe, let me see. 207 times, which is crazy. We have Phoebe in first, the Sloans, then Chicken Nug Nugs, Pauly D, and then Kaylee DeSantis. 6 players have reached Answer Streak 3. Awesome. Which Destiny's Child single spent 11 weeks at number 1? So it's the... Which Destiny's Child single spent 11 weeks at number 1 position in the year... Running Games. In the year 2000. The song charted number 1 for 11 weeks, and it was Independent Woman Part 1. Chicken Nug Nugs in first. Chengwan coming up in 5th. The Child is the highest climber. Welcome, The Child. Question number 6. What song spent the most weeks at number 2 without ever hitting number 1? And it was in the charts for 10 weeks. Welcome back, Link. It's good to see you. Is it Missy Elliott's Work It, Eminem's Lose Yourself, Ed Sheeran's Thinking Out Loud, or Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars' Uptown Funk? Missy Elliott's Work It, the one where she like raps backwards, is actually it spent 10 weeks in the year 2002 to 2003. I guess in the turn of the year, it spent that entire time without hitting number 1 because of Eminem's Lose Yourself, which was actually in the number 1 spot. Thinking Out Loud also spent time, but it only spent 8 weeks in number 2 because of Uptown Funk. Number 7. Which song has the most weeks in the top 10? Which song has lasted the longest out of anybody. Maybe not in the top 1 spot, but in the top number. Post Malone, Circles, Ed Sheeran's Shape of You, LeAnn Rimes' How Do I Live, or Travis Scott's Sicko Mode. It's actually Post Malone's Circles. Ed Sheeran's Shape of You was encompassing for a long time. Shape of You was only in the top 10 for 33 weeks, but Post Malone's Circles was in the top 10 for 38 weeks. Giving y'all some knowledge today. Post Malone has a lot of closet hits. Top 5 stays the same. Question number 8. Which song spent the most total weeks, though, on the top 100? So now we did day, we did weeks. Now, we did top 1, top 10. Now it's top 100. Which song spent the most weeks on the top 100? Adele's Rolling in the Deep, Carrie Underwood's Before He Cheats, Lifehouse's You and Me, or Imagine Dragons' Radioactive. How to Shoot a Combo. I love this song. The song answer is Radioactive. Radioactive was on in the charts for 87 weeks, so for a year and some change, it was in the top 100. Before He Cheats was 64, and Adele's Rolling in the Deep was 65 weeks, but none of them compared to Imagine Dragons' Radioactive's 87 weeks. Big E in 5th, everyone else in the same spot. Question number 9, which artist's song had the biggest jump on the chart to the number 1 spot? So it jumped from, I will tell you in 1 second. It jumped from 97th place out of 100 chart to the number 1. Is it Britney Spears' Womanizer, T.I. and Rihanna's Live Your Life, Kelly Clarkson's My Life Would Suck Without You, or Flo Rida's Right Round? Sanitizer. That's so funny. It was Kelly Clarkson, My Life Would Suck Without You. Went from 97 to number 1 in in February 7th, 2009. Whew, dates are messing me up. Biggie's Wife in 5th place. Logan Cool's The Highest Climber. Question number 10. Which seasonal song charts number 1 when Christmas time rolls around? Is it Brenda Lee's Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree? Is it Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You? Is it Burl Ives' Holly Jolly Christmas? Or is it Andy Williams' It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year? Yeah, Link, sometimes it is the song on the video, sometimes it's not. I want to keep you on your toes, but also, yeah, y'all knew that this Mariah Carey's All I Want For You charts number 1 most frequently when Christmas time comes around. It is a tried and true classic. I know I'm blasting it November 23rd, the day after Thanksgiving. It is playing on all my devices. Everyone got that right practically. So question number 11. Which artist had the most consecutive number 1 singles? So it is one after another, hit after hit. They came out with song after song that had number 1s. Was it the Supremes, the Bee Gees, Michael Jackson, or Whitney Houston? I wanna rock with you. It is Whitney Houston actually had the longest streak. I believe she had 6 or 7 number 1 songs back to back to back to back. The Bee Gees was a group that was popular, I believe, in the 60s to 80s. Please don't judge me if I'm aging them or put them too far back. I didn't personally listen to them. And Michael Jackson, he did have, I believe he had 5 back-to-back consecutive number 1 singles. But Whitney Houston, when she was at her peak, she was hitting them. So let's see where we're at. Phobo in first, Chicken Nug Nugs in second, The Sloans, Pauly D, and then Rob D is on an answer streak of 3, number 5. Question 12. Which artist has the most cumulative weeks in the top 10? So this means which artist, like throughout every song that they've had, has been in the top 10 for the longest. This is actually pretty cool. Let me see if I can find out the exact. Is it Rihanna, Mariah Carey, Usher, or Justin Bieber? So the artist is Rihanna. Rihanna has had the most times, most weeks on the top 10 as a featured artist, as a recorded artist. Even if her songs didn't hit number 1, she was cracking that top 10 the most and the longest, more than the people aforementioned. Nobody in the top 5 got it right. Chicken Nug Nugs loses them suing. They're in second place. They're very close. Question number 13. Which artist had the most consecutive weeks in the top 10? So which artist, once they got in the top 10, they stayed there the longest? Is it Katy Perry, the Chainsmokers, Drake, or Ace of Base? One thing I do want to say is it sounds like a lot of these questions are the same. There's like very similar wording for a bunch of them. And I know a lot of these, they're like fringe. Like if you don't listen to music all the time, or if you like don't look at what's popular, sometimes these questions might not be in your wheelhouse. But I'm glad you're here anyway. The answer for the most consecutive weeks in the top 10 is Katy Perry, and she was in the top 10 for let me figure this out for you, because she was up there. She was in the top 10 for 69 weeks with California Girls, Teenage Dreams, Fireworks, E.T., and Last Friday Night from 2010 to 2011. So she was in the top 10 from like more than a year, which is nuts to like have like a foothold on that. Awesome. Question number 14. In 1998, what song by artist Celine Dion debuted at not number 1? Is it My Heart Will Go On, The Power of Love, All By Myself, or It's All Coming Back to Me Now? Think about it, what happened in 1998. What came out as well in 1998? What's Celine Dion's most memorable song? She's got a bunch. But if you had to think about one, what would it be? I think the answer would be My Heart Will Go On, because around that time, the Titanic also came out. And so, it was hand in hand, baby. Emily Estelle is the highest climber. We have Pauly D, Rob D, and Biggie's Wife coming up the rear for 3rd through 5th. Question number 15. Wave the white flag. What song by the Beatles is their biggest number 1 according to the charts? Is it I Wanna Hold Your Hand, Yellow Submarine, Hey Jude, or Let It Be? Brayden, there's nothing set in stone. Love to still have you here just to vibe with us. It is Hey Jude. Hey Jude collectively spent like the most time on the charts, got the most playing, did the best financially, was their biggest number 1, though all of these songs were hits. Chicken Nug Nugs in first, making a comeback with 3 in a row. Phobo in second, Biggie's Wife in third, and then Pauly D and Rob D in 4th and 5th. Question number 16. What was the Glee cast top hit, which reached number 4 on the charts? So they had the most songs in the top 100, and their top song or cover reached only number 4. Was it Don't Stop Believing, Halo Walking on Sunshine that was played earlier, Loser Like Me, or Teenage Dream? The way tonight, no regrets. just love. And the answer is Don't Stop Believing. It was the pinnacle song from the first season that blew up and created the phenomena that we know as Glee today. Kaufman Crew and the Sloans coming up. Kicked out Pauly D and Chicken Nugs in first, Phobo in second, Biggie's Wife in third. Question number 17. In 1981, what is the name of the song that charted number one for 10 weeks by Olivia Newton-John? Is it Physical? Is it Magic? You're the One That I Want? Or Let Me Be There? Let me hear your body talk. It is Physical by Olivia Newton-John that reached top number one for 10 weeks. I didn't play you guys today. That song was the one. Kaufman Crew in second, Biggie's Wife in fourth, Braden Brock in fifth. He was waving his white flag for what? To come back into the top five. What is Childish Gambino's only number one hit? Is it Redbone, which is playing right now, This Is America, 3005, or Summertime Magic? You can have it. Yes. Link, you're correct. It is This Is America. This Is America blew up both because the song has a catchy beat and it also was like a commentary, a rally tell, a commentary on how black people in America are treated, essentially. Braden Bach in second, The Child in third, Kaufman Crew in fourth, and Phobo in fifth. 5 players reach answer streak 3. Yeah, waving a rally towel. What was frequent chart topper Elton John's last number one single? Is it Written in the Stars, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, Something About the Way You Look Tonight, or Blue Eyes?
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day when the heat of a rolling wave.
And the song is Something About the Way You Look Tonight. So Can You Feel the Love Tonight came out with The Lion King. I believe like in The Lion King came out, the original Lion King came out in 1994. Something About the Way You Look Tonight came out in 1997 and was Elton John's last number one single on the chart. Ooh. The Child is now in second. A.B. in third. So, Link, probably what's happening is like multiple people are playing per stream, which is more than great. But the Jonas Brothers didn't reach number one until 2019 with what song? Cool, Sucker, I Believe, or Love Her. Jonas Brothers is interesting because they came out as a boy band back in the late 2000s, and they were like the next big thing, and then they broke up, and they came back together, and they hit number one with Sucker. Braden Bach in third, everyone else moving around. Cher, the oldest woman to top the charts, did so with what song in 1999? Turn Back Time, Strong Enough, Believe, or Dark Lady? I love Cher. It is Believe. Believe came out in 1999 and made Cher the oldest woman to top the charts at Whew. How old was she? Let me. Cher was. Let me. I'm like searching my notes. Was 52 years old when she set the record for Believe on March 13th, 1999. Awesome. Question number 22. This will be the last official question. Michael Jackson topped the charts the youngest with what song in 1970? Want You Back, Beat It, Little Bitty Pretty One, or Never Can Say Goodbye? And with Want You Back, they charted in 1970. It was Diana Ross Presents the Jackson 5, and Michael Jackson was 13. He was 11 years old when he was when that song charted number one on January 31st, 1970. And then we have our last question, which is, we have this first. So Chicken Nug Nugs, The Child, then the Kaufman Crew, A.B. Apple, and Clang Lois. Last question is a poll, just for me. What do you want next week's theme to be? We have the movies or Oscars as option, desserts, so like sweets, sitcoms, or if you have another one, leave it in the comments. This video is from The Voice, and it is just one of my favorite vocal performances from that show. So this song is originally by Shawn Mendes, Mercy. Whew, but Kimberly Joy, this is her song. Awesome. So sitcoms, 43, Oscars, Alright, guys. Good to know. But now I've already told you the top 5, but we'll just do it officially. We have the Kaufman Crew in 3rd place. We have The Child with 9,999 points. And Chicken Nug Nugs in 1st place with A.B. Apple in 4th and Clang Lois in 5th place. Awesome, guys. This was a little bit more specialized today for trivia, but I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, from 23rd to 6th is a big jump. And yeah, this was definitely one of the harder trivias because it was a little bit more specific, but I hope you still had fun, and I hope you enjoyed, and that you catch us next Tuesday. Also, this Thursday, we'll do Are You Smarter Than... believe we're either on 6th or 7th grade. But go Chicky Nug Nugs. Congratulations, Baby Yoda. We'll see you on Thursday, and then we'll see you next week for another episode of Trivia Tuesday. Have a wonderful night.